I have one shop near me. There are 4 phone shops that are available, but there are 257 shops that they have total throughout the country. So when I click this on, I can see all of these little green circles is where they have other shops. And you can see this is an eyeglass company. In fact, I guess it's an eye exam. So they're paying $60 and they're going to reimburse up to $260. So if you need your eye exam, you can go and do the eye exam, get paid $60 to do it, and then whatever, if you paid $260 for some glasses, they're going to pay for your glasses. Look like they have, here's a beauty school. Here's a beauty school evaluation. They're paying $90 for you to go into that beauty school. And then they're going to tell you everything that they need you to do or what it's about. This is an evaluation of the tour experience at a local beauty school. For any Empire Beauty School locations, you will be presenting yourself as interested in a career in cosmetology. You will contact the school by phone and schedule a tour of the location. Tours are expected to last approximately 30 to 60 minutes. So there you can see right there, you may be spending 30 minutes in there, or you may be in there for a whole hour, but you're going to make $90 doing that. $125. This is our watch mystery shop. So again, here in Michigan, watch shops have been averaging between 40 and 60, but over here in Decatur, Illinois, they're paying them $125. Different companies have contracts. So I've never done a through this company. They obviously don't have Michigan. Um, let's look at let's take a look at Grace Hill. Grace Hill typically does apartments and those type of facilities. So we're going to take a look at them and see if there's anything going on here. So they have 23 jobs. So I'm going to go to the map and see where they're at. And as you can see, these are apartments, but they're not here. These are not in Michigan. These are in Ohio. And I take it that's the closest one to us. So if you make the map a little smaller, you start to see, you see, I'll have to move the map around to see where these other, every time you see those green dots pop up, Indianapolis, these are apartments. So whatever part of the country that you're in, let me go see if we've got anything going on in Georgia.
How about Florida?
Okay. Here's one in Roswell, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Warner, Georgia. Let's go on down to Florida. Do we have anything in Florida?
Keep going.
Nothing with this company. But that does
Okay.
not mean that there are none. Like I said, I'm literally working off of um about 40 different companies. This is another one that does apartments. So let's see if they have anything in Georgia.
They're doing a lot of building here.
Are they?
I mean, a lot. I'm in a brand new complex. And then
What's the zip
across the
code down
street,
there?
literally, they just put a larger complex across the street.
Really? What's
30
the zip code down there?
30349.
339.
That's
Oh,
not,
where are you in that? Oh, you're in Michigan.
yep.
Well, I
What's the
am
zip
in
code in Florida?
33953.
What is it?
33953.
Okay. Let's see if the okay, this is what it
And I
looks
live
like in
in Port
Florida.
Charlotte. And I live next door to the springs.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
The Springs. Is that a senior living facility?
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
It's a complex right next door to mine. Mine's newer though.
How long have you been down in Florida?
1 year. This is my
Okay.
second time. I was here before about 3 years. I was in Michigan for 11 years, and then I came back here. Things got to moving around there, so I said, time for my season's up here. So I came
Okay.
here.
I don't know how to make this map small. I'm trying to make it small, but as you can see, these little bubbles right here, this green bubble. As you can see, this is the list of what's going on down in Florida. So on
They're a little
average,
distance. Some of the rest of them are a little distance from me. I was
okay.
trying not to drive.
Oh, we'll find. Um,
The first one there is next door. That's easy to do.
okay,
The Hadley's in Northport. That's 5 miles away. My son lives in Northport.
okay.
Sarasota's 30 miles away.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot in Sarasota. They must be doing a lot there. Fort Myers is like what, 40 miles away.
Okay.
So at least I do have
And you
some.
know, like Ann Arbor is about 30 miles from here. We did some shops in Ann Arbor, but we just made them all the same day.
Yeah,
So,
that makes
you know, it
sense.
might be worth if you're gonna make, let's see, these are in Sarasota, these are all like $55. So if you did four of them, you go down there for in for a couple of hours for 2 day, I mean for $200. That wouldn't be bad. 30349. Let's see what's going on in Georgia. This is
I
what
didn't even
Georgia
know this
looks like.
existed.
So Ralph, Decatur,
Stone
Atlanta.
Mountain, I got, yeah.
Yep. And see, usually when they're like 30, they just want you to call and then go, but they don't. Now, if they ask you to record something with your phone, like the audio or whatever, then, then it's gonna, be a little more pain. So like this one right here, they are wanting you to, they're doing a bonus of $70. So this one's going to be $100 for some reason. Um, you will be calling this property directly, and I'm not seeing where this is a. Hold on, let me see what type is this.
Oh,
This is
3 to 5
purple.
times a day.
Okay, this is recording with your phone and recording. Okay, you're going to record. Phone call is going to be recorded in the system, but you're going to
Mm-hmm.
record it also with your phone. But you don't have to do a video recording. That's going to be an audio recording. If it's
Okay.
green, then it's a video recording. So, um, so yeah, that's one company. And then let's see, I Ipsos, this is that same company. They do a lot of research type things. So I'm going to click here because they literally have, let me go back to the homepage. They have 15,000 jobs throughout the country and 4,700 web and telephone jobs. So you're probably on Ipsos, you can pretty much find something going on everywhere. So this is here in our area, but as I move the map, as you can see, they pop up, they keep popping up as we're going south. Not a whole lot right here, but when we get further down to just go into I think this is Atlanta. Where is this? Oh, that's Florida. Is that Florida? That's the Panhandle. Let's see what they
Panhandle,
got.
Florida, yeah. There's Northport,
Yep. So you'll
Cape
see Fort
Coral.
Myers. These are here's a $80. These are the Fort Myers shops. Go in and do a credit card inquiry. That's not applying for one. That's just asking them to give you some information on their credit card. So it's just again, it's just so many different things right here in the oh my gosh, Miami is on fire. I might have to go down there. Okay.
South Carolina,
There gotta be there's wisdoms. Okay. South Carolina. Here we go. There's Atlanta. Okay, let's
Marietta,
see.
Georgia.
There we go. This is Georgia.
Yeah.
These little gas station audits right here, they add up fast because once you learn what pictures they want you to take, then you can just do those pictures really quickly. You'll probably spend about 5 minutes at each gas station, but they're paying $12, and the gas stations are typically about anywhere from a mile to 2 miles away from each other. So we spent the other day, we did about 10 of them, and we did 10 of them in about 2 to 3 hours, and
Mm.
so that was $120 in that period of time, and it was just really quick, and they pay for your gas, so we ended up filling up the gas tank. It was pretty cool. And then they've got an $80 Wells Fargo one. They've got a $20 Adidas shop, and so as you can see, they've got a lot going on in Georgia. Okay, so again, um you want to be organized. You want to start out and build a foundation so that you can really, make the most out of shopping. Where open a bank account, um, how you want to earn it. So if we were putting together a shop for someone, and I'm going to use Atlanta, if I was putting together a shop schedule for someone in Atlanta, or maybe I can just bring my calculator up. I
I
can do
got my
that.
calculator up.
Okay. So the first one is gonna be $40 that you're gonna generate there. That's two shops. Then we're gonna come here, move that out the way. We're gonna come over here, and we are going to go back to Atlanta. 30349. And in Atlanta, we've got some banking that we can
Banking,
do here.
$120.
$120 would be if you wanted to apply for the America credit card. In this case, they do want you to apply for that one. So if you want, if you want to get the credit card and all that stuff is cool with you, then cool. If you're not trying to add any credit cards to your family, then you can avoid those. But in the meanwhile, anything that's over $100 on this one is going to be some type of a credit card. But these that are under, like this $74 one, this is one that's going to take about 15 minutes to do. I just got paid mine today. I went in, I sat with, this is a compliance. So you're sitting with the mortgage lender, and there are certain things that you're going to answer. There are questions on the survey that you're going to answer, like did he give his loan ID number? Did he ask you to do certain things? Did he discourage you from applying um for a loan, or whatever they're asking is going to be there. But it takes about the shop itself takes about 15 minutes, and you're not leading the conversation. you're opening it up because he's supposed to be the one that's making the offers and things like that, and you're observing all of that stuff. And so that one would be a $74 shop. That's $15. I mean, that's 15 minutes. So go ahead and add that $74.
Okay, we're up to 114.
Huh?
114.
We're at 114.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now my goal is to make sure you make $250 during this week, right? So now I'm gonna take you down and I want you to go back to, and this time I want you to go ahead and open a savings account. So what you would do, we will add that one. That's gonna be 68, no, $63. So they're paying that. So let's say Monday, you're gonna do the loyalty cards. Tuesday, you're going to do the mortgage lending. Wednesday, you're going to open the savings account. So let's add that $63 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and do one more off here. We're going to do one where you have to go into the bank, sit down with the banker, and ask them to make an appointment. That's the shop. That's the shop. That's the whole shop. You are not signing anything. You are not meeting with anyone. You just want to make an appointment for a phone call from the financial advisor. So they're going to pay you $35 to go in and do that. That was also about um 10 minutes to
I
do.
left that in there. Okay,
It took
212
me
now.
20 minutes to do it because it was my first one and I was nervous and I didn't know what I was doing.
So if that financial advisor is there, what then?
You just tell a financial advisor that you are this is not a good time for you to meet and talk with them right away, but you want that call. And in fact, the financial advisor was there when I was there, and I just had them go ahead and schedule the call. And she called me the next day.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, let's go one more. So where are we at now? How much we got?
$212.
How much?
212.
212? Okay. We might as well go ahead and make it 250. How many shops are we doing in the week?
I think four so far.
Four so far.
Mm-hmm.
$212. And let's see. Two of them are about 15 minutes and the other two are
One was 30.
okay. All right.
I think it was the bank.
So let's go over here to
That'll put you over
yeah.
250 easily.
Yeah,
Plus
and this is
35.
also I've got two of these tomorrow, and I can do two of them because I know that it only takes 10 minutes to go through it.
So I'll add
But
another
it
$35 then.
huh?
That's well, the two of those, that'll bring it up to $282.
Okay, so just do one. We only want to do one because he's just
Okay, we'll
starting.
take off 35.
We don't want to over. This was the so that was my very first time going out because I was nervous. It took me a while to get started. But tomorrow I'm doing two of these because I've done several of them now, and all you're doing is tour. It's a small studio facility. None of them are big, so literally the tour is very quick.
$30 if you do all three.
Okay, cool. So that's something you're at home, so you'll be doing the calls from home.
That's $352.
$352. So let's just add them on that last one on there, and then that's all you're gonna do for the week. And what's his total?
$382 in one day or one week.
So this oil change one is kind of cool because Let's say you've been driving around secret shopping. So now you need to get the oil change. This is reimbursement only, but hey, it's cool. You get your oil change for 200. You get a free oil change.